Good afternoon, Wojak ETH community. Today is January 6th, 2026. Um, the market seems to be down today. Bitcoin this morning dropped from 94,000 to 91,000 in a matter of half an hour to an hour. So it seems like the 10 o'clock Eastern Standard Time manipulation is back. I saw someone having the theory that these coordinated attacks are really normal, just normal market participants, clearing out these overly leveraged buy orders, or call options on Bitcoin. And it makes sense, because there's so many people in the market right now anticipating a Bitcoin and crypto run. So many of these gamblers, they're over leveraged, betting that betting Bitcoin is going to go up, it's going to break out. And when these large exchanges like Coinbase and Binance, when they see this, whether it's coordinated by the exchanges or just by whales, they tend to drive prices down to liquidate these over leveraged positions. So it's to these whales and to these exchanges, truly these overly exposed positions are vulnerable and very easily to be taking advantage of. Hence, for many times we've talked about just don't use leverage. Just the best option, the best strategy in crypto is buy and HODL. And especially on down days like today, just buy with whatever cash we have and HODL until bull market returns. That's the only way to fight back against the whales. You can't expect to sell at the top and buy at the exact bottom, but if you just patiently enough, you can capture 50 to 60% of the movement of the market, and that's enough. Imagine that Wojak goes to $1 this cycle. That's 50-60 cents of gain if we can just capture that. So you don't need a lot leverage. You don't need 100x, 20x, 50x leverage. Just need to buy and HODL. Don't be too greedy. There's a old saying of Wall Street that the bulls make money, the bears make money, but the pigs, they get slaughtered. That's the thing. I don't know anybody who uses leverage, who trade frequently in markets over the long run and survives. Even the legendary figure like Livermore, this legendary trader from over 100 years ago, he made a lot of money on Wall Street just by trading, just by timing the market and trading. He was probably the most accomplished trader in history. Even him lost it all, and committed suicide. So trading is really not for average folks like us. You know what trading is good for? It's for institutions. The companies like Renaissance, they use millions of dollars to hire math PhDs to devise these trading algorithms, and they are the counterparty against the degens, we're trading against. It's kind of like they designed the most powerful computer chess engine out there, and playing against novices of chess players online. Of course, the outcome is obvious. Every time they would win, and that's why Renaissance is one of the most prosperous and successful trading companies out there. But speaking of trading, a news came, I saw yesterday afternoon, which was interesting. Bitrue, one of the exchanges, announced that they're going to list Wojak perpetuals, future contracts, today. So, when the news first broke, people were wondering, did they get the right Wojak? Was it the ETH one or the knockoffs? And I reached out to them on X, and Bitrue responded, saying that, implying that it was our token. So it seems like positive news, at least, among serious players. They know which Wojak is authentic and which ones are fake. But in terms of the news itself, I don't know whether it's going to help Wojak in the short run. In the long run, I think it's going to be great because it exposes us to more investors, more serious investors. But in the short run, the price might fluctuate more. I remember when Bitcoin future took place in 2017, the day that it was announced or it came out, that marked the top for Bitcoin of that cycle. So I hope it's not gonna have a negative adverse impact on Wojak in the short run. But today, because Bitcoin went down, we also went down like 2-3%. I picked up a very small bag, try to buy these dips. But I freed enough capital, in case that the price drops down to like the 12 level or even 11 level. I'm willing to, buy more. Again, seems like gold and silver continue on this tier. It's clearly in a bubble. The precious metals, everybody sees it. But the thing with bubbles is that it always surprises us, on the price at how high the price can go in a bubble. When we think that it's that's the top, it's going to double from that point on. Hence I sold most of a large portion of my silver back in when the price was at 50. And today I just, got rid of most of my silver left. So again, today it went up another $5, which is, frustrating. It's like the best feeling is that when you sell, after you sell, the price crashes. But if it goes up, you think, oh man, why couldn't I just wait for another day? But again, you can't be too greedy. You can never catch. Nobody ever knows what the top is and the bottom is until afterwards. So who knows? Silver might double from here. Hard for me to imagine, but hey, I never expected silver to be at 70, at 80. The first week of 2026. The market. That's why the market. You gotta respect the market. It's it doesn't matter how smart you think you are, you're gonna be humbled by the market, and that's why I think the best strategy is to develop your own conviction, a conviction play like Wojak for me, and just consistently dollar average, buy and hodl, and just wait, be patient, and wait for the tide to turn, wait for FOMO to come in. So that's what I'm doing, and I suggest to everyone, please do your own research. Don't just listen to some random dude online, whether it's me or somebody else. You got to develop your own conviction, your own strategy. Shout out to all the community members who are active, to Algo.monk, to Rara, to Billionaire, to VR, to S, to Cherry, Angelina, Emperor.eth, very nice to see you in the community. And please let us continue to make noises. You know, I know that everything is pointing to us. By us I meant Wojak on ETH as the one and true and legitimate Wojak, but it doesn't prevent these scammers and just the nefarious characters from vamping, creating vamp tokens. And we talked about yesterday, this bullish degen guy on Twitter. He was announcing that he is releasing another Wojak vamp coin. So that's one thing. I want to rant a little bit more about this. That's one thing I never understood. These people, instead of using their capital, which some cases I would imagine amounts to hundreds of thousands of dollars, instead of using the capital to scam people and make maybe a few bucks here and there, why not just invest their capital into the authentic Wojak, into us? At these prices, at $10 million valuation of Wojak, you can't go wrong with investing in us, But they rather compete against us, and they rather, tarnish their reputation by scamming people, by rug pulling people. I never understood it. Maybe someone can explain it to me. What's the psychology behind these scammers? Why don't they want to join an existing, established, trustworthy platform instead of try to create their own vamp tokens to sucker people in and rug pull them? So that's all I have for today. Thank you guys for listening to my rant, to my babbling. Just be patient and buy and HODL Wojak, and the tide is turning. I can feel it. So see you.